So, my dear students, during the first semester, I was discussing contemporary India and education, and the third paper, language across curriculum. And we discussed lots of things related to the history of education in India in the paper called Contemporary India and Education. And we have got a similar paper during the second semester too. And the name of the paper is BSc 202 Knowledge and Curriculum Part 1. So if there is part 1, then there must be a part 2. So the Knowledge and Curriculum Part 2 will be there during your fourth semester. And here is Knowledge and Curriculum Part 1. And it has got lots of interesting topics. Please just wait. Adilya has sent a message. Sorry, I have to give a message there. Adilya, please try again. I'm recording the class, and if you are not able to join the class today, I will be posting the recorded class on WhatsApp, right? Adilya, please try again. I'm recording the class, and if you are not able to join the class, I will send the recorded version in the afternoon, right? Sorry, Kirtan, I will solve the problem later. Now I have just started the class. I'll record the class and I will be sending the recorded version to WhatsApp, right? Please wait for that. So I think you're able to hear me, yes? Yes? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So I have told you that this is a wonderful paper. And see, I'll be discussing classes on Zoom, at times on Zoom, at times on Google Meet, and at times by using Telegram, by sending voice clips on Telegram. It's also some useful and interesting app for dealing online classes, and you should know how to make use of Telegram to handle online classes, because at times you may not be able to open Zoom or Google Meet or something like that, some video conferencing apps, because of some network problems. And if you are not able to open Zoom and Google Meet or something like that, you should be able to make use of Telegram or WhatsApp for handling classes. And you can effectively use these social media apps also for dealing the classes by sending and receiving audio clips or voice clips. So this is knowledge and curriculum. Very, very interesting paper. And this is a 60 marks paper. 50 marks for external and 10 for internal. As you have seen in the case of language across curriculum, here also you can see internal of 10 marks. That means 4 marks for attendance, 2 marks for internal exams, 2 for an assignment, and 2 for a task. And here I have told you that there are different topics, very, very interesting topics. So I may just go through the syllabus. And if you want to take the print of syllabus, you can just visit my website, Hartip Academics, and you can go to Students Corner and you can see B.Ed Syllabi. And in that particular page, you can see Knowledge and Curriculum Part 1. You can just go there. I will send the link to your WhatsApp group, right? So today I don't want to deal any topic. I don't want to discuss any topic included in this paper. I just want to give you an introduction on different topics which are included in this particular paper. The first unit, you can see epistemological basis of education. I have told you that this is a wonderful paper. In this paper, we will learn different aspects of education. Though we have been getting education for 15 or more than 15 years, even after completing SSLC, plus 2, degree, and some of you have completed PG. And even after completing all these courses, if you are asked to tell the definition of education, most of us are hesitating. Because we never learn anything about the concept of education throughout these years. So in this paper, we learn different aspects of the concept of education. And first unit, epistemological basis of education. And here you will look at different aspects such as concept of education, meaning of education, definitions of education, approaches of education. What is education? If you are asked such a question, what will be your answer? And what is the meaning of the word education? Whether education is an English word, whether education is a word which has been derived from some other language like Latin or Greek, whether education is a single word, whether education is a combination of two Latin words or two Greek words or two English words. Suspense. So we will learn all these things. The etymological origin of the word term education we will learn. Then we will learn definitions given by different people to education. And you have already learned some definitions given by Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda. We just discussed some of the definitions in our classroom, and we are going to learn the definition given by Pestalozzi, the definition given by Aristotle, the definition given by different people. And we will look at different approaches to education. Different people approach in a different manner to education. Different people look at education, the concept of education in different manner. And you will learn narrow approach of education or narrow concept of education, broad approach of education or broad concept of education. Some people put education in a particular cabin and they feel that this is education, nothing else is education. And some other people believe that this is not only education. This is not mere education. Education is something else. And then you can see factors determining educational systems. We will look at different factors. Who decide? Who determine education? Who determine the aims of education? On the basis of which we determine aims of education, we determine curriculum of education, we determine teaching methods of education, we determine different aspects of education. I feel that you're able to follow me. Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is the first class, and during this class, I may be using only the one-way method because I have to just tell about the topics. And in the coming days, you have to speak just like you were speaking inside the offline classroom. You will have to speak. I'll ask some questions and I will put some topics before you, and we will be organizing online online seminars, I mean webinars, then panel discussions and something like that. And I said, oh, this meeting will be over by 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll just leave the class. Then again, I will create a new class and I will come back. I know that this may be creating some problems to you, but the matter is that I have to just record the class and I have to just send the class after the class for those people who are not able to attend the class because of some technical errors or some genuine reasons. So we may think about using Teachmint, which is something called a combination of Google Classroom and Google Meet. So we will be looking at factors determining educational system. Philosophical factors, political factors, socio-cultural factors, economic factors, geographical factors, and something like that. So each educational system is established on the basis of some factors, on the influence of some factors. What are these factors? How these factors influence educational system? We are going to discuss all these things as a part of this paper included in your syllabus. Then comes purpose and roles of education. What are the functions of education? What functions are done by education? Or what should be the functions of education? I may just tell something in Malayalam also. നമ്മൾ ഈ പേപ്പറിൽ പഠിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തെ കുറിച്ചാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ഒന്നാമത്തെ സെമസ്റ്ററിൽ നമ്മൾ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തെ കുറിച്ച് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ ചരിത്രത്തെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു. So I feel that I will tell something about all these things in Malayalam after explaining all the things in English, because then I can create two classes, two recordings, one in English and one in Malayalam, right? Yes. So the second unit is knowledge and knowing. And this is something interesting. This unit is very, very interesting. We have got some notions in our mind about knowledge. We believe something is knowledge. And we use information, the words such as information, knowledge, skill, wisdom in wrong places. We have got some myths. We have got some mistaken notions on these terms. And we are going to define all these terms. We are going to look at the differences between all these terms. We are going to define what knowledge is, what information is, what the difference between information and knowledge is. And we are looking at what is a skill, what is the difference between knowledge and skill. And we are looking at wisdom. What is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Whether wisdom is something greater than knowledge. And we are going to look at the concept truth, belief, and reason. What is belief? What is truth? And here belief is not a part of religion, but belief is something related to knowledge. Some knowledge are considered as beliefs and some other knowledge is considered as truth. And then we will look at the difference between teaching and training. You are getting training in B.Ed college. Actually, you were taught by your teachers during your degree course or during some other courses which you have already completed. But at B.Ed college, you are getting training. What is the difference between teaching and training? We will look at this topic. Then learning and acquisition. What is learning and what is acquisition? Whether learning is greater than acquisition, whether acquisition is greater than learning. Very, very interesting. Then knowledge and schooling. What is the difference between the knowledge which you get at school? What are the advantages of schooling? What are the specialities of the knowledge which you gain from schooling? And this is knowledge and schooling. The major sources of knowledge. What are the different sources of knowledge which you gain There are lots of sources, and we will look at each and every source of knowledge in detail during the discussions as a part of this paper. Then different ways of knowing. How do you get knowledge? How can you get knowledge? What are the different methods, or what are the different ways which you use for getting knowledge? This is also an important topic of this paper. So I feel that you have got some interest. Yeah. So I may just stop the meeting here and I'll be coming back. Just wait there. Look at your WhatsApp. I will post the new link there. I feel that you're enjoying. If you're able to enjoy the discussion related to syllabus itself, then you will be enjoying more and more when we are going to discuss all these topics in the coming days. Just wait there. I will be there just after 3 or 4 minutes, right? Yes.